India's Northeast is becoming a center of growth. Prime Minister Narendra Modi at the Rising Northeast Investor Summit 2025 called it India's most diverse and transformative region in the last 11 years. He said the Northeast diversity is its great strength. Meanwhile, Adani Group chairman Gautam Adani announced a 50,000 crore rupees investment in green energy, infrastructure and digital projects, highlighting job creation and praising PM Modi's active policy for the region's development. An all-party delegation led by DMK MP Kanimozhi visited Moscow on Thursday just before a drone attack near the airport. Due to the threat, their flight could not land at the first. Nonetheless, after several hours, the Indian parliamentary delegation's aircraft landed safely. Meanwhile, the visitor shows India's strong stand against terrorism. The team includes MP from BJP, the Samajwadi Party, the Indian National Congress, and experienced diplomats. MP Rajiv Rai called Pakistan a global threat and urged Russia to isolate it. India sending delegation to 33 countries. In the UAE and Japan, India's MPs sent their clear message: India will strike back. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval will visit Moscow next week to speed up a delivery of India's remaining S-400 air defense systems. He will attend the 13th International Meeting of High Representative of Security Issues from May 27 to 29, led by the Russia Security Council Secretary. India's bought 5 S-400 systems in 2018 for $5.4 billion. 3 have arrived, but the last 2 are delayed due to the Russia-Ukraine war. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar strongly criticized Pakistan military, saying it's deeply involved in cross-border terrorism and support terrorist groups. He rejected Pakistan's claim to being unaware, pointing out that UN-listed terrorists openly operated in Pakistan cities. EM S. Jaishankar warned that there will be serious consequences if attacks continue. He also emphasized that terrorism and the issue of Kashmir are separate matters of India. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi surprised Delhi University again with an unannounced visit to the postgraduate men's hostel in May 2023 and once more on Thursday. The university strongly condemned his visit without prior permission. During his nearly 1-hour stay, security blocked the area. Meanwhile, the BJP called it a photo op that disrupted campus peace, accusing Gandhi of staging optics amid national security. After YouTuber Jyoti Malhotra was arrested for spying, the Uttar Pradesh Anti-Terrorism Squad also arrested Tawfil, son of Maqsood Alam from Varanasi. He is suspected of having links with Pakistan-backed anti-national WhatsApp groups. Tawfil reportedly shared sensitive photos of Rajghat, Gyanvapi and the Red Fort over the 600 Pakistani contacts. He also spread radical messages and contacted a Pakistani army officer's wife. Legal action is now being taken against him. In a major strike against Maoist, security forces killed 27 feared members, including 12 women in Chhattisgarh Narayanpur. Among the dead was Mambala Keshav Rao, also known as Basavaraju, the General Secretary of the banned Communist Party of the India, who had a bounty of Rs 3.33 crores in the state and 10 crores across India. The operation began on May 18 and recovered many weapons. 2 security personnel also lost their lives. After Harvard lost a certification to enroll foreign students, the Trump administration gave a 72 hours window to reverse the decision if 6 strict conditions were met. The Department of Home Security has asked for full records on non-immigrant students from the past 5 years, including illegal activities, violent behavior, threats, right violations, disciplinary action, and protest footage. This affects 6,800 students, including 800 from India, who now face possible deportation. Mohammad Yunus, leader of Bangladesh interim government, has threatened to resign due to a political crisis. Report says he warned that he will step down if political parties do not support him. His position is getting weaker as the Bangladesh Nationalist Party protests and Army Chief General Waqar Uzzaman demands election by December. Student and Islamist groups are also planning large protests in Dhaka after Friday prayers, adding more pressure to the situation. Pakistan showed a hostile attitude again when an Indigo flight from Delhi to Srinagar carried over 200 passengers faced severe turbulence due to a hailstorm on Wednesday. The pilots urgently asked Lahore Air Traffic Control for permission to enter the Pakistan airbase for security, but the request was denied. The plane had to continue its route, experiencing strong turbulence, but it landed safely in the end.